Hello my friends, it's Mark, the Southern Cad Man, or Southern Cadillac Man, but you figured that out already by my thick Southern accent, I'm sure. Well, I'm here today in beautiful Baden Lake, North Carolina, enjoying a nice pleasant breeze, and I'm here to present to you this absolutely amazing 1990 Cadillac Brougham. This car is triple black, it has 36,000 miles on it, and as you've probably already noticed, it features the factory appliance wire wheels and even Vogue tires. This car is a head turner anywhere you go, and it's quite a joy. We'll show you more right now. The mark of excellence, standing tall and proud on the hood of this 1990 Cadillac Brougham. Triple black, just beautiful from every angle. And whenever I see one of these cars, I can't help but think back to my childhood when my taste was formed. A friend of mine, my best friend at the time, his family had Cadillacs. They had three brand new 85 Cadillacs at the same time, a Seville, an Eldorado convertible, and Tom, his stepdad, had a triple black Fleetwood Brougham. Summer of 1985, I got to go see Huey Lewis and the News in concert with my friend, and we were able to ride in that beautiful 85 Brougham, brand new black Cadillac. And his stepbrother took us, who was about 20 years old. So there we were, just high style at that time, going to see Huey Lewis. And a memory I will never forget. What a time that was. So these cars always remind me of that. And really there was no question, there was no competition to this car. It was the pinnacle of elegance, and there was no debating it. But this particular one is a 90. It features the 5.7 liter engine, which was newly introduced for that model year, and that car, or that package, came with the towing option only. And that basically marked the end of the malaise era for Cadillac. Of course, we all know by now the refinements that were done to the body in 1990, the headlight, the side cladding, the elimination of the mid-door strips, which made this car really slab-sided. That's all obvious stuff. But you know what isn't necessarily obvious is that this, at its core, is the same car as the 80s cars. You take an 80, you do a profile of that car, you take the silhouette, and you can overlay it onto a 90, and you won't see any differences. The core car is the same. I'm going to cut away now to some shots I took inside the shop with the car on the lift to show you some different angles. You can see just how stunning the paint is. In 1990, they were still using lacquer. In fact, 1990 was the last year that Cadillac used lacquer paint from the factory. And as a result, most 1990 models show more age than the 91s and 92s. The paint, especially on the top surface, has cracked and shrunk, and it became hazy and dull, which is probably why this car was repainted at some point. This paint on this now is base coat clear coat. It has certainly been wet sanded and buffed to this high gloss finish. It was a really, really nice job. They obviously took everything off the car, the moldings, the chrome, all the trim is removed. What I'm going to do now is just walk around the car, discuss anything I'm noticing that might be worth mentioning. And you can see the condition of the paint. I really want to get close. This is a high gloss finish. Base coat, clear coat. It takes a lot of work to get this kind of smooth, slick shine out of a paint job. This doesn't come out of the gun this way generally. You have to wet sand and buff it. But looking across the front, the bright work, the chrome on the grille, excellent. You can see the Heritage badge. The face bar of the chrome, excellent. Everything was taken off when this car was painted. The pinstripe is hand painted after the paint job was completed. Not much to discuss here. There's a tiny chip here. There's a very small scratch right above the trunk crest. But yeah, the paint probably doesn't have many miles on it at all. Something else we did for this car was replace all 4 of the wheel centers. Has the factory appliance wire wheels. Were added sometime in the car's history, was not ordered with them, but they are correct for this car. The vinyl top, you can see it's in really good shape. It is original. It's llama grain, which they don't make anymore. That's generally how you can tell if the 90 through 92 Brougham tops are original or not. It takes a trained eye to see the difference between this and the elk grain. But this particular grain was used on 90 through 92 only. Tiny little, I'm not sure what this is. Just a tiny little spot there. But overall, great shape. The interior of the car, we've been trying to protect it from dirt and debris with black, of course, not only on the paint but on the interior. Everything shows up. You can see we've got plastic down to keep from getting the carpet dirty. It's been thoroughly cleaned. Door panels are original and excellent. They've never been replaced or repaired. You can see the factory grain there. The bright work around the switches is excellent. The seating area is very supple and soft and reflective of the mileage of this car. Armrest, no wear. It still has the flip out drink holder, the cassettes that came with the car. The factory steering wheel wrap is very nice. All of the burled wood along the dash is excellent. You can see the reflection in the glove box door there, sort of demonstrating just how nice it is. 36,456 is the mileage. You can hear the air. You might be able to hear that the rear air suspension pumping up after I sat in the car. But we did have the air shocks replaced in the back with new AC Delco shocks, and the front shocks as well have been replaced. And the rear shocks were tied into the leveling system, so everything works like it's supposed to. I'm very proud to say that this car has ice cold air that is running on R12 refrigerant. And if you don't think there's a difference, you've never compared. The R12 was designed, this car was designed for R12 refrigerant. And there are some technical reasons that it works better. We won't get into that, but suffice it to say, this air conditioning is very, very cold. I don't have my temperature gun, my thermometer gun with me, or I would just see just how cold it is, but I'm sure it's in the 30s. The dashboard is excellent, no cracks. Day-night mirror is excellent. It doesn't show any deterioration on it or the side view mirrors. I think I mentioned that the headliner is new. We had that replaced very soon after acquiring this car. Replaced the nylon cord in the power antenna, so it works as it should. Has the original window sticker. There's the original window sticker. And by the way, anything you want to see more pictures of, be happy to send them to you. I've got a lot of pictures of this car, and I can certainly take more if there's something I missed. The radio works as it should. In fact, Cadillac Gold Key delivery system. Let's Turn that off. Let's demonstrate the tape player.
Assist you in operating your new Brougham. Monitor its performance, improve your driving comfort, and enhance your driving environment. The comfort.
So there you go. It works. Excuse my tripod back there, but you can see the back seating area. Also very, very nice. Black leather is very inviting. Package shelf that back there is perfect shape. Both door panels back here are original and quite nice. All of the little door lock knobs, the factory ones with the Cadillac crest and wreath, are present. Okay, let's take a look in the trunk. You can see right off the bat the original spare tire cover and spare tire are in place. The original spare, you can see the paint stripe indicating that it has never been down. All four floor mats are there in really good shape, with the wreath still intact on both of them. Usually those get kicked off. Trunk floor liner and mat is there as well, and it retains its decorative crest and wreath. All the interior panels are good, and inside the trunk is where you find the paint codes, and this is where it will describe what kind of paint was used. If you look at the lower left corner of this sticker, that indicates it was dispersion lacquer, and then those are the paint code numbers. 8480848 is your black. 8535 is the silver for the lower cladding. Just in case you'd like to know that. I don't know how it would be possible for one of these to drive any nicer, especially with the new shocks on it. 5.7 liter engine is very fresh, very powerful, no issues whatsoever. The transmission shifts smoothly. It drives very tight, has a nice tight front end, no slop or lope. I can't imagine it would have been much different new. Nothing like a black Brougham. You look over that hood and you get to enjoy the glossiness of that paint. Very nice experience. This car rides great at all speeds. And to me, this is an effortless driving car. Mechanically speaking, we went through it, addressed everything that needed addressing, which was actually very little. The air conditioning I mentioned, the shocks, we had it up in the air, looked it over very closely. She's ready to go. I wouldn't hesitate at all to drive this car across the country. All the lights work. The tires, I think I forgot to mention the tires. If you replace the tires, it's riding on Vogues, which looks very nice with the Plants wheels. So if you like it, if you want to add this to your collection or add this to your life, give me a call, 919-948-5980. 919-948-5980. The asking price for this one is $29,900. I think you'll like it.